I'm Tony from Twit, and today I'm reviewing the HTC Titan 2 for AT&T. It's one of their newer Windows Phone that came out the same time, the same day as the Lumia 900. So we'll see how this fares with the Lumia 900. So here's the HTC Titan 2. As you can see, we got one of the biggest display for cell phone out there right now. I got 4.7 inch. It is a Super LCD, not a AMOLED. The display is actually relatively low resolution, and that's mainly because of Microsoft's their limitation on their hardware. So this is only 800 by 480, and it's a Super LCD display at 4.7 inch. And I actually have a Samsung Focus S here, and we can take a look at the display. This is a regular size 4.3 inch AMOLED display. Same resolution, but much smaller. So just like all the other Windows Phone out there, different manufacturers have their own different special customized apps. So you can see here HTC has their own hub. One of the biggest selling point of the phone is the 4.7 inch display, and the other one is on the back of the phone is the 16 megapixel camera. Now this camera has aperture of 2.6, and it does really well in most conditions. So the biggest issue with the camera is that the manual settings is actually the best way to go when you're taking a picture. So you always want to set your own ISO, your own white balance, and the contrast, saturation, and sharpness you can fix in post. And the best part about Windows Phone and their camera app is that you can always save your settings, and that's not something that you can do with other phones. So one of the things I want to point out is that the 16 megapixel camera takes very large photos, and we're looking at 5 or 6 megabytes per image. And an issue with that is that the only way to get a full resolution image off the phone wirelessly is using SkyDrive, and you have to upload it manually. And you will run into issues like this where you get this really, really vibrant picture, and it's got a lot of details, and you get an error message that says we can't add the file because the file is too big. Now, keep in mind that I already got the newest SkyDrive after they offer the free 25 gigabyte storage. So this is the newest SkyDrive, and I still can't upload large images. But you can see that some of the images I've taken, like this macro shot here, is just small enough that I can upload it, and the camera does really well, but you just have to keep everything manual. You can't leave it on auto and expect to take good pictures from it. Pros of the HTC Titan 2, it's very well built, like most HTC phones, and you have a gorgeous display, one of the largest one out there for Windows Phone right now, and you have a very good camera at 16 megapixel with dual LED. And it's relatively affordable. I mean, $199 is pretty much the standard price for a smartphone at the moment. And I really like the lip that they have on this phone. It's kind of curved. Fits in your hand really well. Con of the phone, the design is very outdated. This is an older design from HTC from 2010, 2011. And you can see that the design is old if you compare this to the One X or the One S. And this little piece back here is actually the phone's antenna. So if you just take that off, it turns the phone off because there's a circuit back here that completes the circuit. Buy, try, or don't buy is definitely a buy for me. It's probably the best Windows Phone out there right now. If you can't wait for Apollo, this is the Mango phone for you. It's got the biggest display, the best camera, and for the price, you can't really beat this phone. So I'm Tony for Twit, and this is the HTC Titan 2.